Howdy folks, today we're looking at Nightwing Annual number 1 from 2025 in DC Comics. It takes a lot to get me on board for a Nightwing comic. Unfortunately for me, they do occasionally bring in decent artists to draw him, which explains why this recent release made its way home from the shop. This annual was drawn by none other than Francesco Francavilla, one of my favorite current working artists, and no stranger to the Batman line, having drawn a fair pile of Joker stories in recent years. When I see Francavilla's name on a comic I wouldn't normally buy, I trust him enough to make the experience worth my time. Imagine my surprise to find, upon sitting down and reading the issue, that this is actually a solo turn from Maggie Sawyer, now commissioner of the Bloodhaven Police Force. I'm old enough to still think of Sawyer as a Superman supporting character, though I realize her long association with Batman blurred those lines. I'd definitely buy a Maggie Sawyer comic that didn't have anything to do with Nightwing, but alas, she's stuck picking through the midden of a plotline for the ongoing Nightwing title, featuring a look into the origins of a macabre group of criminals known as the Cirque du Sin. Based on the evidence here, the group presents an interesting premise for the 21st century. What are circus-based characters supposed to do in a world that has all but forgotten the circus? Sawyer appears tracking down leads related to a new character named Olivia Pierce, someone connected with the monstrous possession of Titan's Tower, as well as an obscure inmate at Arkham Asylum going by the name of the Ringmaster, not Maynard Tybalt, but one of the functionaries of the Cirque du Sin, which we discover is actually a front group for an ancient circus deity, upset both that the circus has been supplanted from its traditional role as popular entertainment and that, at least in the DC universe, its traditional function has been supplanted by the superheroes whose colorful costumes and death-defying deeds take so much from that performance tradition. There are worse ideas, especially considering Nightwing's own origins being inextricably tied to the circus, a social institution for thousands of years of human history, right up to about 50 years ago. There's also an element of comics history here with Olivia Pierce, the daughter of a notorious anti-comics crusader, a strange wrinkle that seems to place Frederick Wortham's crusade in the early 2000s, based on the sliding timescale, but oh well. Admittedly, there's something a little unsatisfying in a story like this for someone just zooming by to check out the art. I just don't care enough about Nightwing to see where the story's going, but he's not really in this comic. However, a macabre Maggie Sawyer solo turn drawn by the great Francesco Francavilla, channeling his best Richard Sala, yeah, I'll eat that with a spoon and ask for seconds.